So today I'm going to show you a simple salad using red quinoa, white beans, grilled zucchini, and a simple lime, cumin, cilantro vinaigrette. So these are the components to the salad. It's a very versatile salad. I could use it in the summer or the fall, depending on what ingredients I like, but the base of it will always be the white beans and the quinoa. So let's cook the quinoa. So I'm going to start with water. Bring this to a boil with a bay leaf, a pinch of salt. So our water's come to a boil, and I'm going to add my quinoa. First I want to talk about the quinoa. I've rinsed it a couple times in cold water, then dried it out and toasted it in a pan, dry toast. So I now have a flavorful, clean quinoa to cook with. My proportion is a 3/4 cup of water to a 1/2 cup of quinoa, and this is a little bit less on the liquid than a normal recipe because I want to have a little bit of bite and texture here. So turn that down to a simmer, covered on low heat. I want to simmer that for about 15 minutes. Next thing I want to do is the component of the grilled zucchini. So I'm going to go ahead and stem this, and I like to slice it into planks so that I can grill it easily, and then when I'm done, I'll chop it into little dice. So add my olive oil, fresh ground pepper, salt, and I have my smoked paprika, pimenton. And then I'm going to take some rosemary, just fresh from the garden, give it a quick chop. Okay, so this is just a simple way to grill vegetables. I've preheat my grill here to about medium high. All right, I'm going to let these grill for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. All right, we're just going to flip this on the other side and get some nice grill marks. I don't want this to become too soft. I like the texture of it, so we'll do this for another 3 or 4 minutes. Let's take a look at our quinoa. It's just about done. I'm going to put the lid on this, turn off the heat. We'll let this rest for about 5 minutes. I'm going to add some chopped cilantro to our zucchini bowl. And you see that I'm using the stems and all. Stems have great flavor. Just a once through quick chop. Let's take a look at the quinoa. Okay, they've absorbed all the water. I'm going to go ahead and remove the bay leaf. And I like to add a small pinch of salt and lime juice to lift the natural flavor. All right, so that component's done. So the vinaigrette, once you do your prep, is pretty easy. I'm going to add my garlic, lime juice, lime zest, lemon juice, and I have some toasted cumin seeds here that I just toasted in a dry pan. What I'd like to do is crush it slightly. I am going to put it in the blender, but I like to give it a crush first. My cayenne for a little heat. Another pinch of salt. And then I'm going to blend this while adding my 1/2 cup of olive oil. I want to cut up this serrano. So my favorite way to do it is to take the stem off. And I only need about a tablespoon of this serrano, but I want to do it without the seeds. So this is going to go into the blender, so I want to just kind of roughly chop it, looking for about a tablespoon here. All right, so I'm going to turn it on and emulsify it with the olive oil, and we'll have a finished creamy vinaigrette here. All right, so our quinoa is cooled. I've added the lime juice and the salt. Now I'm going to add my 15 ounces of canned, drained, and rinsed beans. When I rinse it, I take off some of the sodium. And now that my vinaigrette is done, I like to add just enough to coat. So I'm doing half the vinaigrette. All right, so now that I've diced my grilled zucchini, I've added it to my cilantro. I'm going to go ahead and add my white bean quinoa mixture, and our salad's coming together here. And since I've already added half the vinaigrette, I'm going to give this a taste and add a touch more. And the last component I want to add to this before I serve it will be some of my toasted almonds. I'm going to save some for garnish, and some of my toasted sunflower seeds. And the salad is ready. So something that could be a side dish for a barbecue or a side dish for some grilled fish. I'm serving this at room temperature as a little lunch salad. A little garnish with some whole cilantro and some toasted nuts. And there you have it, a red quinoa white bean salad with grilled zucchini and a lime cumin vinaigrette. Enjoy.